Hello everyone, welcome to another day of the speaking challenge. For today's speaking practice, I'm going to talk about an article which is about 6 tips of how to eliminate disfluencies from your speech. And for me personally, it's a very interesting topic because I really want to improve my speaking skills. I'd like to sound more natural, fluent, confident, persuasive, and professional in my target language. And let's move on to tip number 1. This tip is about how it's important to find out what makes you feel uncomfortable within your speaking practice. Probably you feel blocked or uncomfortable or any anxiety when you have to talk in front of a crowd, or probably you haven't done enough preparations before very important and formal conversation or public presentation. So knowing them, it helps to uncover your weaknesses and turn them into your strength core. And the second one is about what exactly errors you frequently make within your speech. But it's not easy, right, to realize what kind of mistakes you tend to make within your speaking practice. So it might be very useful to make recordings or videos of your speaking practice to analyze your speaking and find out some filler words or sounds which make your speaking not so fluent and persuasive or professional. But it seems to work on that over and over again, of course, to find out and improve your speaking practice, just as we do in this speaking experience. And the next tip is about one technique which might be very useful to improve your speaking practice or eliminate disfluencies from your speech. And this is about how it's important to stop talking or speaking when you're about to pronounce or utter some filler words or sounds. And it's said, when you feel like that, you just stop talking, stop speaking, keep quiet for a while until you find out what to say next. So it helps to keep your speaking more consequent, more confident, and more professional. And again, it seems to work on that over and over again until you make this practice into your habit in such way that it can be used automatically, naturally, without thinking of that while you're speaking. And tip number 5 is about transitional phrases, which is really useful to pronounce or to use when you speak or talk to someone, for example, and you feel like you're about your filler words and sounds to pronounce. These are some of them. Let's move on to, you can say, or another important point is, and for example, let's transition to talking about. And I think it also can be some useful transitional words like or phrases which sometimes I use in my speaking practice, like in other hands, for me personally, therefore, moreover, and of course more it's much better to put these words onto your speaking practice than use all these filler words and sounds like mm, and well, of course, I think that it's much better to use these transitional phrases. And the last tip is about how it's important to maintain eye contact with your partner of conversation. It's better to maintain this eye contact than to look at the window or at the wall, because sometimes uh, it can be understood incorrectly. For example, when you talk with someone and at the same time you look at the window or at the wall or whatever, somewhere in the space, it can show that you're not interested in this conversation, or you feel frustrated, you're not confident. So it's very important to keep eye contact. But here is my little trick that I've been using in my professional practice when I had to make my public business presentation in front of all those top managers of the bank. And I was really very anxious and nervous, exactly, because it's very, very serious business. And if you don't want to contact with someone right eye to eye, I can recommend to watch in the area on the points between your partner's eyes. It's right here. It's also well known as a third eye. It's a little tricky because when you look at this point, it seems like you stay connected. I mean, with your partner, you maintain your eye contact, but actually you don't want right in his or her eyes, which makes you feel more comfortable. For example, if you feel uncomfortable to talk with someone, you don't want to, or it's very serious conversation, so you just look right here and you'll be fine. So this is it for today. I'm really happy that I finally made this video. It wasn't so easy today, but I'm glad that I could do that. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day, everyone. See you later. Bye bye.